Wake up. Wake up.
Okay, I guess that's what happens when I fall asleep at the desk. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and oh boy, there are so many Uber stories that came out in the last 24 hours. Like, it's going to be an interesting day for me to record. I'm going to be recording a lot of these videos. There might be a couple days this week that there's going to be 3 videos, but I think this week we're going to have like a whole solid week of Uber news. I'm just going to record all of them. I'm going to divvy them out throughout the rest of the week. We might even get a Saturday video. Who knows? But let's talk about the first story today, and that is that Uber is actually investing in autonomous bikes. Like, they haven't even figured out the autonomous cars yet, and we're talking about the stinking bicycles. My goodness, this company, this never a dull moment, I swear. So according to this article by Joplinick, and by the way, full disclosure, there are plenty of articles about this very thing. I picked this one because it had the funniest headline, where it said, Uber is considering autonomous scooters, and it's probably as dumb as you're thinking. I agree. And there's that little picture, duh. When it comes to the innovation, nobody's been really asking for right after self-masticating when it comes to innovations, nobody's been really asking for right after self-masticating ham, there has to be the idea of self-driving bikes and scooters. I mean, I guess self-driving anything has some sort of appeal. When it comes to scooters and bikes, why lobotomize out of the one aspect of them that actually makes riding them fun? Well, there is one sort of decent reason, and Uber's exploring it. Shared bikes and scooters that can drive themselves to recharging points on where they're needed could be useful, but overall this seems like a pretty terrible idea. And by the way, I love this ad. Uber, micro-mobility robotics. Sign up to learn about career opportunities. So there, Uber, there's an ad for you. There, you can just sign up for that. This is a fun one. This is one of those ideas, the more thought you gave it, the worse it gets. There's a really great and in-depth breakdown on why this is such a terrible idea here in this Twitter thread, where the thread says, this is the worst new mobility idea yet. If I can't convince you that this is an insane waste of time by the end of the thread, you should have my job. And there's an article. Maybe we'll go to that article when this is said and done. In case you're too lazy to read the whole thing, or it's just too hard to read that much while you're on your own prototype autonomous scooter, I'll break down the key points for you. Even if we accept that making an autonomous bike or scooter is technically possible, just consider what it means. Gyroscopes, sensors, computer vision systems, actuators, LiDAR, cameras, whatever. These things will need all the same expensive electronic crap as an autonomous car, just on a much smaller, vastly less stable platform. Oh, and with the added complexity of a self-balancing system. Plus, all this hardware is mounted on something that, even if everything is working perfectly, can absolutely fall over. It can fall over, yeah. Because here's the thing about scooters and bikes. They're not difficult to operate. There's a balancing act. You need to learn to balance. And that's essentially the only thing you're learning. You pedal the bike, the wheel moves, you go forward. It's not that complicated. But you need to learn to do that while balancing. So you're going to teach the scooters to do that. Plus, all this hardware is mounted on something, even if everything is working perfectly, can absolutely fall over or get pushed over. Because, everyone is going to want to push one of these things, drunkenly teetering things over. And then it can't get back up, at least not without some complex, expensive robotics. Chances are it'll just robo-scream, help, please, assist me, help. Okay, by the way, I have to share this funny story. I'm not going to say where I do some part-time work, but I have like a part-time work where there is a robot that we have, and ironically, its name is Kevin. They didn't name it after the most annoying person who helps them out at this company. They named it after Kevin from Minions, who, supposedly the leader. And that's an ironic nickname. He probably should have been called Stuart if they were naming it after a minion, because Kevin is the most useless robot and actually gets in the way more often than he helps out. Now, again, I'm not telling you what I'm going to actually do. Where I'm actually working, because overall I love the company and I love that they let me do some part-time work there. But this thing, it needs to move boxes. And the thing can't pull boxes off the shelves. It can't put boxes on the shelves. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know, once in a while the computer does that. It can't really do much of anything, to be honest. In fact, if you walk in front of it, it will stop and it just starts going like beep, 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 beep. And it will do that until you reset it and say that, yes, it's okay to go forward. Now, here's the funny thing. We're talking about someone who just walks in front of it and then it gets hopelessly stuck. And we tell people not to do that, but people do it all the time. And it's just a really annoying piece of machinery. Like, the thing is, we spend more time helping that robot than that robot actually spends helping us. So it's just really funny is all it is. And so, yeah, when I think about these scooters falling over, I think of it just sitting there beeping all the time. That's what I see. So you'll have a teetery, vulnerable, small platform that's supposed to be inexpensive but no longer is, that's highly stealable and full of great to resell, repurposed parts, that has to go to recharging stations built somewhere in a dense, expensive real estate areas, all for what? Not having to hire people to collect and recharge scooters. I love this. This is a dumb idea. Uber, stop being so dumb, dummy. So yeah, like I said, I selected this article because it was the funniest. And I know, look, here's the thing. I'm actually not mad at Uber for this one. This is funny, if anything. And it kind of goes to show that Uber is still doing this thing where it's like, okay, their IPO's coming. See, we're working on the self-driving car. We're working on the flying car. We're working on the self-driving scooter. We're working on the self-driving scooter. Really, the only thing that they've proposed that sounds like it makes a lot of sense are ads. They are ads. And here's the thing. The reason Uber does these things, and we've said it before, is that Uber wants to go public. They want the public to see that there's more value to them than an app that loses money. But their app is their product. Their app is their company, and their app does not make money. That is an extremely dangerous thing to invest in when the only real product they have doesn't actually turn a profit. So that's why you see stories like these. This is why you see stories like these, ads like these, because they want to show the shareholders that they are working on things, that they are working on so many things, and that they are absolutely worth investing in. In my opinion, this is never going to see the light of day. I mean, heck, the driving car isn't going to see the flying day, well, or at least not on the scale that they think it's going to. And the flying car will not see the light of day, despite being successfully tested. Sneak preview to one of tomorrow's videos, by the way. So, I don't know. This is just something that we can all laugh at. But you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some of you believe differently. Maybe you see some value in a driverless scooter that I do not see. I would love to know if that's the case. So, comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even those $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly, and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.